West Ham United supporters need to keep an eye on a number of things at the World Cup in Russia this summer. With the World Cup on the horizon, we take a look at 5 things that West Ham fans need to keep an eye on in Russia. Ruben Loftus-Cheek West Ham have been credited with a keen interest in Chelsea midfielder Ruben Loftus-Cheek. If Kouyate's time with the Hammers is coming to an end, signing the powerful midfielder who impressed on loan at Crystal Palace last season would be some replacement. In this case, Hammers fans may actually want to see Loftus-Cheek struggle to shine or not feature much for England, as it could well increase their chances of landing him. Should he do well in Russia, bigger clubs than West Ham or even any potential new Chelsea boss might consider the tall box-to-box star. Leander Dendoncker. Another long-standing target of West Ham's is Leander Dendoncker, who is in Belgium's star-studded squad. The Anderlecht starlet, who can play in midfield and defence, has already made 125 appearances for his club, aged just 23. He is unlikely to feature too much, but again could attract bigger fish if he does get a chance to shine of the biggest stage of all. West Ham wanted Dendoncker in January and the player was keen to join, but the deal failed to materialize, as reported by Sky Sports at the time. Javier Hernandez Chicharito is a firm favourite with West Ham fans, despite his debut season with the club not quite going how he or they would have liked. Hernandez scored just 8 goals in 33 games for the Hammers after signing from Bayer Leverkusen for £16.5 million. Some West Ham fans feel the 30-year-old striker has looked past his best and lacks the spring and pace which has made him such a goal threat over his career. Others feel he simply hasn't been given a run of games to find his legs and get into a rhythm. So watching the striker play in his 3rd World Cup will go a long way to proving one of those theories correct, while his future also remains in the balance, after he admitted he wanted to leave in January. Be afraid, West Ham fans. Star playmaker Manuel Lanzini has already been linked with the move away from East London, with the likes of Liverpool circling. And should he have a storming World Cup for Argentina, it could make it nearly impossible for the Hammers to keep hold of him. Lanzini has been starting and starring for Argentina in the build-up to the World Cup. And while Hammers fans won't want to lose him, if he does well it will at least increase his value in the transfer market. That will be of little consolation to supporters, though, if the club does not start splashing the cash themselves to recruit top-quality players. Cheikh Kouyate. Senegal captain Kouyate has probably been the West Ham player who most disappointed last season. The midfielder used to be the heartbeat of the West Ham team, and his lung-busting runs and endless stamina made him a firm fan's favourite. Last season, though, Kouyate was woefully out of sorts, and although he wasn't alone, supporters expected more. It seemed like every other week a new clip of Kouyate ambling back or failing to track a runner was posted on social media, and his form was consistently poor. See also, Leeds could prove that West Ham were wrong to ignore Marcelo Bielsa. Many feel it is time for him to move on, so a good showing in Russia would help increase his value. But if he continues how he left off last season, then Manuel Pellegrini may have to try and get into the player's head and rediscover his best form.